calling the internet police.
What's up everyone, SCSDDeputy here doing a showcase video for my new dispatching software. The first screen you're going to see when you open the program is this. You have two buttons. One is going to be your login button, and your second button is going to be this exit button. So when you first want to start, hit the login. This is going to be tied into the database, so you'll be able to set your own usernames and passwords for everyone to give them access to your database. Right now I'm just going to skip through it. The first screen you're going to see is going to be the dispatch panel. On the top here you're going to see all active incidents that are going on. You'll see I have a test one in here. It's a shots fired call. There's a bunch of different slots for you to fill out once you open it, but I'm just going to go ahead and open this up here. You'll see all the different ones. Your incident number is going to be auto-populated, so you're not going to actually be able to edit this. The database is actually going to create an incident number for you that automatically goes up every time. Your date and your time is also going to be filled out already, so you won't have to do any of that. Can't really explain this one too well since it's already filled out, so I'm just going to go ahead and clear this one off. You'll see it automatically removed it once I hit it as a rest. And you'll also notice that the unit unavailable disappeared from this side. He also repopulated back over here. I can't remember who was in there. I think it was 123. But let's go ahead and add a call so you can see what's going on with it. And you'll see that it auto-populated a date and time format. It doesn't have the incident number because it hasn't actually registered into the database yet. But your incident types are also going to be set by the database, so you'll be able to go in and add your own incident types in. I've just got 3 test ones in there: traffic stop, domestic, and a shots fired call. So we'll just go ahead and set it as a traffic stop. Now your address street, once you hit one letter, it'll pop up all streets inside Grand Theft Auto that start with that letter that you filled in. So we'll go ahead and select random words. Now the first address that you put in, it's also going to populate the city for you. So Fleming Street is in Alderney. I don't know why I made a county, but it's just going to always be the same. Complainant doesn't really have to be filled out. For those role play people that want to fill it out, they can. Your location type is also going to be defined by your database, so you can put in all different types. We'll just go ahead and say it's going to be at a residential address. Well, traffic stop would probably be public for a public road. Now this is going to be the important part. As long as that incident is still pending, it'll show up in your main screen. Once you hit something besides pending, it'll automatically clear it from the main screen. So it'll put just pending in there. If you want to go ahead and clear it off the screen, you can change it to anything. All of your dispositions are going to be database defined, so you can put in your own different kinds of dispositions, but you have to leave pending in there, otherwise the entire system will go haywire and you'll never be able to clear any incidents off the screen. Your incident notes can just be a whole bunch of random letters. It really doesn't matter. I don't think it really has a limit. Well, I think the limit's about 500 words, I think is what I set it as. Hopefully you won't have to put anything over 500 words in there. We'll just go ahead and delete half of that. Now for your primary officer, you don't actually have to type anything in. All you're going to have to do is you'll come over here, find somebody that you want to send. They'll be registered by your beat areas. You can do it by officer name or your unit numbers. So we'll go ahead and send me, because I'm awesome. So all you got to do is double click on me. It'll automatically populate my officer unit number in. Now if you want to send another unit on that same call, all you got to do is hit additional unit checkbox. It'll pop up another box here. and then just go ahead and select someone else and double click on them. So we'll send unit echo echo. So we'll just double click on him and he'll populate into the additional units tab. So for the time dispatched, all 5 of these boxes, all you have to do is click on it and then hit the F2 button. It'll automatically populate the exact time that you hit the button, that's lucky. That'll probably never happen again. I got exactly 3:25. So as long as you hit just F2, it'll automatically populate the current time. So once you get everything filled in, you'll notice that you can't type anything into incident number because it's database defined. So you go ahead and hit add call. It'll take a second because it's uploading into the database, but it'll automatically populate it right here. You can scroll over, you can see everything that you've put into it. You can see that it's still an active call because the disposition is still set as pending. Now you'll also notice that our primary officer 152 and additional unit echo echo is now switched to the units unavailable tab. Now what we want to do once the incident is cleared to put them back into units available, we'll just double click on this call. You'll see it pulls everything right back up, so everything's still the exact same. And all we're going to have to do is remove pending and select arrest, or anything else besides pending. It's all set by the database, and I'll show you how you can change that here in a minute. And then you'll just hit update call. Removed it from the incident screen, removed both of the unavailable units, and re-put them back into units available. So the next thing we can do, and this isn't completely finished yet, but still in the beta stages, this hasn't been completely set up yet, but what's going to happen with this is you'll come in here and you can select your units to put on duty so that they'll automatically populate into the units available. Then you'll just hit the on duty button and that'll automatically put them on duty. And then to take them off duty, you'll double click on them in the main screen, hit off duty, and it'll remove them. That's not been completely set up yet, so we'll just close out of that. Your radio log, pop it up. It's just basically a blank text box that you can fill in to keep track of whatever you need to keep track of. Our admin screen is going to be one of the main things that we'll focus on for a minute. There's going to be more here. This is still beta stage in the admin screen. To add your units to the database that you can add in, this will list all of your units here, so you can go in and add a unit. So you just enter their unit number, put them as Beat Alpha, and their officer name is Greg. Well, if I can spell Greg right. Wow. And then you'll hit button 1, which will be automatically put them into the unit database, but I've just completely screwed that up. So I'm going to pause this and be right back. Okay, so now that we've unscrewed that, mental note to fix the add units screen. Here you'll be able to set your dispositions in. You notice I only have the 2 in there. You can go into add disposition, which isn't set up yet. It'll automatically populate one in there for you. This is your users is going to be who is able to log in. These can be all set by the admins, and you can also grant them admin access to where they can access the admin screen. So you just go in here, you add user. You can select yes or no for the admin access. I'm not going to really fill that in because I don't think I finished that part yet. And then your incident types. So these are all going to be user defined. So you can go in and add an incident type. That's still not completed yet. So we'll close out of the admin screen. Your call history and your search button. Basically, your call history is going to populate a list of every single incident that's in the database at the exact moment that you hit it. And then the search button will be able to type in anything from narrowing it down between primary officers, incident types, locations, days, times. Really, you'll be able to search through any of the text boxes that you've filled in. And then, of course, I integrated the NCIC program, which, if you remember from the original dispatch program, is the person and license plate search. If you try to type in two of them at the same time in search, you're going to be told you can only perform one NCIC search at a time. That's basically to prevent it from opening two boxes at the same time. All you got to do, you delete one of them, hit the search button, it'll populate the person search. That one's not completed yet. And then you can just delete that, and then you can do your license search, and it'll automatically populate the NCIC plate report. That one's not finished either yet. But like I said, we're still in beta stage at the moment. Don't really have an exact time of when it's going to be finished. Hopefully be close to being done within the next few weeks. But that's basically about it for now. If you have any questions, just let me know.